All right. So we have in 15.2, number 24, some quantities of products, Q1 and Q2, and some prices of those same products, P1 and P2. And we know that those quantities are a function of the prices, right? So Q1 is 150 minus 2 P1 minus P2, and Q2 is 200 minus P1 minus 3 P2. The first thing they ask us is, what does it mean that the signs are negative?
If you increase the price, the quantity is going to go lower.
Yeah, this is pretty intuitive, right?
Yeah.
At least for a relationship like this, right? Where Q1 is some number minus the price of that product. If I increase the price, the quantity I sell is going to go down.
Yeah.
What's the minus P2 mean in that?
Price of the second object.
Yeah, if I raise the price of the second object, sales of the, which one? First object drop. Yeah, they definitely are going to be related products, right?
It was kind of like one of our questions that P1 had something to do with beef sales, and the second one had to do with chicken sales. And as you decrease chicken sales, beef sales decrease. But as you decrease beef sales, chicken sales increase.
Yeah, on this one, all of them are negative,
Yeah.
right? So can you guys think of two products that are related this way?
DVDs and DVD
Duracell
players.
batteries and Energizer batteries. Yeah, with like this kind of tickets.
Oh, probably not things that compete.
Probably one that requires the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
DVDs
things
and
that are
DVD
one
players.
requires the other, right? Because if I would expect that if Duracell batteries increase their price, right, that Energizer would sell more batteries. And this is not that case, right? This is the case of when I increase the price of one of them, the quantity of both goes down. So I would expect that with like symbiotic things like DVDs and DVD players, or
Like, they have examples.
PlayStation 4s and PlayStation 4 games.
yeah, games that go with a console, right? As opposed to the kind of competing example, right, would be
Code Red
something like
Mountain Dew and Fun
PS4s and Xbox One games, right? I would expect those to be opposite relation, right? Does that kind of make sense? So anything that's kind of symbiotic, like sales of iPhones and iPhone cases, right? Although probably few people are going to say, the case for the iPhone is too expensive, I'm not going to buy an iPhone, right?
Yeah, probably less dependence in the other direction.
Yeah. Okay, so here I go, I got these. The second question they ask is, what should I do to maximize profit? So what's your, or revenue maybe, what's your revenue function here?
PQ,
Q
right?
times P.
Yeah, so the revenue from one of the products is,
Oh, so Q1 P1 plus Q2 P2.
yeah, so they're saying if you as a company sell both products, right, your total revenue is given by this, right? And the question is, like, for the DVD players kind of thing, how many DVD players should I try to sell to maximize my profit if I'm selling all the movies that go with them? PS4 games is probably a better idea, right?
Just 'cause
And what
DVDs are out of
price?
style.
Yeah, and because other companies manufacture DVDs, right?
Mm-hmm.
PS4 games, I think, are actually sold by Sony, right?
Yeah.
So, how do I make this function as big as possible?
Just plug in those equations.
Okay, so right now I've got 4 variables. I want to reduce this to 2.
Can you also just no.
Okay, so revenue is a function of, what do you want, quantities or prices?
Price.
Prices.
P1 and P2.
Prices?
It's already solved. for
Yeah,
this.
good. It's already solved for that, right? If I wanted quantities, I'd have to kind of anti-solve these, and that would be annoying. So let me put those in. So I got 150 P1
Minus 2P1 squared.
minus 2P1 squared
Minus P1 times P2.
minus P1 P2, perfect, plus
200 P2 minus P1 times P2 minus 3 P2 squared.
okay, good. And then I can consolidate two thing.
P1, P2.
Right.
You can get rid of it.
So there's two of those, right?
Yeah.
So I can do minus 2 P1, P2. Ditch that. Okay, now one. I want to maximize, right? Take some partials. Okay, so I want the gradient of my revenue function, right? So 150
minus 4P1
minus 4P1
minus 2
minus 2
P2.
P2.
Yeah.
Cool. Good. All right, and then the other partial is what?
Negative 2 P1
Negative 2P1. Good.
plus 200.
Plus 200
Yeah, minus 6 P2.
minus 6P2. Okay. Then what?
Set them both equal to 0.
Good. Set them both equal to 0 because I'm looking for a critical point, right? I want to max or min. So I got 0 is 150 minus 4P1 minus 2P2. And 0 is 200 minus 2P1 minus 6P2. Cool? Now what?
Suffer one. Yeah, you can
If you multiply the
Multiply.
bottom one by 2.
Multiply the bottom one by negative 2
Negative
and
two.
then add them together or something?
yeah.
Okay.
I never do it that way, and I had an algebra point.
So that reads I've got 0 is,
Negative 400. Oh, sorry. Are you doing the top or the bottom one? What are you doing?
I'm multiplying by negative 2 and adding.
Oh, you're just going to do it in two. Okay.
So
I'm
negative
just
Negative-
going for the gold, man.
Negative
I'm trusting you guys to
Negative
catch my arithmetic mistakes.
negative 250. It's a lot of faith.
Negative 250. Well, with a lot of you, I'm pretty confident.
Plus
Nothing.
10
Plus-
P2.
Plus 10 P2. Okay, so that reads like P2 is 25 whatever's, probably dollars.
Euros.
Euros, yen.
Big spender.
Substitute that in
Worth way more
for
than our dollar.
Galleons.
25.
either one.
It's like
Put this in for,
cents.
boy, we don't care how much 25 yen is.
It's not
Take
a
the
lot.
25 and put it where?
I'll plug it back into either of
Yeah, into whatever, maybe this one. So if I plug it back into that one, I've got 0 is 150 minus 4P1
minus 50,
minus 50.
which makes P1 also 25.
That makes P1 also 25. Okay, cool. What did they ask for? Did they ask for prices or quantities?
Revenue. I don't know.
I don't know.
So now I gotta plug those in to get the quantities, and then plug the quantities and the prices into our revenue.
Yeah, I think they asked me to maximize revenue. So,
So plug
Um,
in those numbers into quantities then.
yeah, so if we wanted, we could get both quantities, right, by plugging these guys in here.
Then we have to check if it's the maximum.
We probably should check whether we're maximizing profit or minimizing profit, right? That would be important.
What's our total function? It's a negative p squared.
But they're the only ones there, so
Yeah, and so I think this is negative p squareds, right?
Yeah.
So either this thing is a saddle or it's a maximum.
Let's find out.
Okay, so how do I find out?
Take
take
the
the
next
second
partial.
derivative.
Take the other partial?
Don't
Okay.
you only need to take one?
No, because I need to calculate
Oh,
d,
to see-
because it could be a saddle.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need RXX, RYY. Oh, whoops. XX is wrong, YY is wrong. R what?
P1, P1.
Yeah, I need R sub P1, P1, R sub P2, P2, and R sub P1,
One P2.
P2. Okay, so what do you get? R sub P1, P1,
Negative 4.
negative 4. R sub P2, P2,
Negative 6.
negative 6. And R sub P1, P2,
Negative 2.
negative 2. Okay, so then what? So So D is
Um,
So
24 minus 4,
20 minus
which is greater than 0.
perfect. D is bigger than 0. And my
Your
That's
Negative
your
negative.
RP.
my concavities are both negative, right?
so max.
So I have a max. Then I erase my P2. P2 was also 25.
yes.
And this thing is a max. And I should probably phrase this in some kind of a sentence, right?
Okay.
For
So what would your
25
sentence be?
apples.
To maximize profit, put the price up of your first object at $25 and the second object at $25.
So max profit is when both are priced 25. And of course, it would probably be good to supply the quantities and the revenue that goes with that.
Okay.
But that's a little bit much for.
Well, we saw the 3 other quantities, right? Now?
I don't know. Did they ask for it? What did they actually
They
say?
asked for total revenue. I
The
believe.
way we substituted everything in, we don't have to go to quantities because we put everything in terms of P.
No, but what did they ask? What does the book actually like? What did your boss want?
Okay.
That's a nice
How
thing
should
to
the
give
prices
them.
be set to generate the maximum possible revenue? What is the max possible revenue?
Crap.
We
Yeah.
went
What,
half
so
of
what
it.
is
Okay,
the max?
we gotta go find Q's.
Okay.
So
We substituted P's into our R equations, so we can just plug those all in.
oh yeah, we can just plug it all into the R, but I lost it.
Well, R is Q1, P1.
Okay,
Well,
so
I didn't see how you actually constructed R. I looked and I still couldn't see it. So how did you construct R as you're reconstructing it?
I'm not gonna reconstruct it. I'm just gonna say it's at R of 25, comma 25. Be super lazy. But to construct R, what I did was I took. I said R of a bunch of variables is the quantity of the first product times the price plus the quantity of the second product times the price.
Is that given?
No, I figured that out.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a logic jump.
Yeah, it's a little step in logic that probably was a hang up. Right, when you want to know how much you're making money off each product, and you need
This
to
is
know how many
per
products you're
product.
selling. So you take the amount you make off each product,
okay,
the price,
now I
and
see
multiply by how many you sold. Cool?
Mm-hmm.
Questions, things on this one?